Good evening, and welcome to the commencement exercises for Centennial High School, class of 2023. I am so excited to be here with all of you in Nationwide Arena, home of our Columbus Blue Jackets. I am Stephanie Porta. It is a privilege to be the principal of Centennial and to lead this ceremony tonight. Although graduation is a formal ceremony, it is also a rite of passage that recognizes the accomplishments of our students. The 169 graduates sitting before us today deserve our love and support for achieving this milestone. You have been through 4 years of challenges, and yet you sit before us tonight ready to receive your high school diploma. You began high school as a nervous freshman, ready to experience 4 years of highs and lows. Little did we know that in March of 2020, the world would drastically change. We entered a dark time, and it changed all of our lives. Things that used to seem so simple, like blowing out candles on a birthday cake, suddenly made us second-guess our decisions. But you reacclimated, you adapted, and you took the first steps to begin a new path in a changed world. We started this year with 30% of you on track to graduate. I am ecstatic to say that 100% of you have made it to this moment. You didn't do this alone. You had the support of your family and friends. But more importantly, you had the assistance and encouragement of the entire staff of Centennial High School. I cannot say enough how much this staff means to me. These individuals have provided a sense of safety for our students, helped with basic needs such as clothing and food, driven students to and from events, and sometimes had hard conversations and given some tough love. This staff is like no other, and they contribute every day to the magic of the Starship. Staff, you are the heartbeat of Centennial and the reason our students are here today. Each one of you has made a difference in these lives. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Students, this is the last time I will call you students, as your soon-to-be alums. I was researching graduation quotes and found some famous quotes I would like to share with you. First, go forth and set the world on fire. However, that would be considered arson, so maybe it's not the best choice. Keep your face towards the sunshine and the shadows will always follow you. But wear sunscreen and sunglasses because the sun is 10,000 degrees. Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. But bring your charged cell phone with you so you can ask Siri to get back home, and pack plenty of extra snacks. You might get hungry while you are lost in the woods. And finally, remember this. If opportunity doesn't knock, build a door, because there are no windows at Centennial. Before we continue with this ceremony, I would like us to say one last time as a STARS family. STARS are great?
Yes, we are.
On behalf of the entire staff of Centennial High School, we are so very proud of each and every one of you. Make it a great future or not, the choice is yours. At this time, I would like to bring Nashida Corley Senior Class President of the Class of 2023, to the stage.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, and welcome to the commencement exercises for Centennial Class of 2023. My name is Nashida Corley, and I'm the Senior Class President. Please allow me to introduce the person sitting on the platform this afternoon. Our principal, Ms. Stephanie Porta. Next, we have School Board President Jennifer Adair, who will have remarks later in the program. Dr. Tina Pierce, Board of Educator member. Mr. Clausen, Assistant Principal. Ms. Kay Fieldsbattle, Assistant Principal. Mr. Chas Smith, our graduation announcer. Please also welcome Dr. Keith Harris, Area Superintendent for Region 4. Dr. Elizabeth McNally, Region 4 School Leadership Coach. Dr. Michelle Klein, Chief Student Services Officer. Also, joining us to present diplomas are Centennial staff members. On behalf of my fellow classmates, we are glad our family, friends, and staff have made it a point to be here to celebrate to help us celebrate this milestone in our lives. We are truly honored by your presence here today. Please welcome Stephanie Collins Stewart, Class Vice President, and Safi Miniwoki, Class Secretary, to the podium. Thank you.
Would the members of the class of 2023 who are entering a branch of the Armed Forces please stand? And now, would any veteran or current member of the U.S. Armed Forces please stand? Now, will we all stand and remain standing to sing the national anthem and then the Pledge of Allegiance? Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight? Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gladly streaming, and the rocket's red glare that burst in the air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please remain standing and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now, welcome to the podium, Sarah Dada, to give her commencement speech.
Good evening, everyone. Angelina Jolie once said, "I have never understood why some people are lucky enough to be born with the chance that I had, to have this path in life, and why, across the world, there's a woman just like me with the same abilities and the same desires who would most likely make better films and better speeches. Only she sits in a refugee camp, and she has no voice." Today, I have the honor of speaking up here. Today, I have a voice. Today, as an Afghan girl born and raised in America, I have the privilege of graduating high school, something kids, just like you and I, who live in Afghanistan and other places devastated by war, can't. Often we take for granted the world around us and the opportunities available, that we forget that there are people who've never been to school, whose lives are filled with danger and fear, who in their wildest dreams could never imagine a moment like this. People like my mom and dad, who years ago immigrated from Afghanistan, who sacrificed so my siblings and I could live out this moment that they never had. I dedicate this speech to them, to my dad for always working to support us, and to my mom for raising me to be the woman I am today. They say that a parent's success is measured They say that a parent's success is measured in the success of their children. So this is for you, Mom and Dada. To my siblings who fill my life with love and joy, and most importantly, to my sister Hajra from the class of 2020, who taught me not only valuable lessons, but what true friendship looks like. More than anyone, she deserved this moment, but because of COVID, she couldn't walk across the stage in person. So I'd like to share mine with her. I would also like to share some words of wisdom from my faith. Indeed, with hardship comes ease. Sometimes life rocks us off the steady little boats we've built. Sometimes our fiery ambitions burn out. Sometimes people change, and as a result, we change too. But most of the time, that change is good and sparks up a new dream. That change brings you one step closer to the best version of yourself, because everything happens for a reason, whether it's a clear one or one hidden in the lesson along the way. When life tests you with battles, look for the good reasons in all things. The graduates sitting here today have endured, overcome, and triumphed through their own unique battles. So, I would like us all to take this time to recognize the hardship of getting here, but more importantly, the ease of being here. While this chapter is coming to a close today, I'd like to remind you that this is not the end of our stories. Ahead of us lies a plethora of magnificent tomorrows. An entire world still awaits us in the coming chapters, filled with adventures, experiences, and wonders. A world that needs you, your kind heart, and your intelligent mind to uplift lives and voices. And all we have to do is turn the page. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to present the Centennial High School Choir with the performance of Home, written and conducted by Class of 2023's Samuel Granger.
y'all clapping.
All right. All right. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Thank you. All right. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, faculty members, distinguished guests, and fellow graduates, I am honored to have the privilege of speaking before you this evening. Today, we stand before you as the class of 2023, filled with a sense of accomplishment and pride. This is a special occasion marking the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and perseverance. As we gather here to celebrate our graduation, let us take a moment to reflect on the journey that has brought us to this point. Throughout our time at Centennial High School, we have experienced both triumphs and challenges, such as finally getting Sam to stay awake in his classes. Woo! We have learned valuable lessons inside and outside the classroom, created lasting friendships, and discovered our passions and interests. Our teachers and mentors have guided us, shaping our minds and inspiring us to dream big. The support of our families and loved ones has been unwavering, providing a pillar of strength and encouragement. As we move forward into the next chapter of our lives, let us remember that graduation is not an end, but a new beginning. It is a stepping stone to the future filled with unlimited opportunities. Each of us has the power to make a difference in the world, to create positive change, and to leave a lasting impact. However, with this newfound freedom comes great responsibility. There are times where we're careless because we knew our parents would cover us, but that safety net will be gone. No one will hold you accountable for turning in that paper due at 11:59 p.m. that you've been holding off on but yourself. So it is important to be loyal to ourselves and our core values. Have the courage to stand by your beliefs no matter what life throws your way. We must embrace diversity in all aspects of our lives. Our differences make us stronger, and it's through unity and understanding that we can address the issues that divide us. Let us also remember the importance of lifelong learning. Graduation is not the end of our education, but rather the beginning of a continuous journey of growth. As we embark on our individual paths, we must not forget the power of collaboration. None of us can achieve great things alone. Together, we can accomplish extraordinary feats, tackle societal problems, and create a better future for generations to come. Let us build bridges, break down barriers, and work together towards a common purpose. Finally, let us not lose sight of our dreams and aspirations. As we step into the world as graduates, it is easy to be overwhelmed by the uncertainties and pressures that lie ahead. But remember, we have the knowledge, skills, and determination to overcome any obstacle that comes our way. Let us never lose sight of our dreams and remember to chase our passions relentlessly. Fellow graduates, today marks the beginning of a remarkable journey for each and every one of us. Let us cherish the memories we have created, the friendships we have made, and the lessons we have learned. As we set forth into the world, let our actions be guided by empathy, our beliefs, and a commitment to make a positive impact. Congratulations, class of 2023. We have the power to shape the future. The world awaits our brilliance, our creativity, and our determination. Let us go forth and make our mark, leaving a legacy that inspires generations to come. Thank you. At this time, I would like to present the Centennial High School Concert Band, led by Director Mr. Bill Compton.
Good evening. My name is Samuel Granger, and I am the senior class treasurer. Today, I have the privilege of introducing a very special friend and advocate for all the students in the Columbus City School District. President Jennifer Adair will give our commencement address today. Jennifer A. Adair is honored to be a member of the Columbus Board of Education and to serve in the role of president for her 4th year in 2023. President Adair is a proud graduate of Centennial High School, Northwestern University, and Capital University Law School. She is also a proud CCS parent of a rising 8th grader. Professionally, Jen has experience in government policy, law, and human resources. She is an attorney and a diversity, equity, and inclusion DEI consultant. She recently served as the state of Ohio's first director of DEI and its Equal Employment Opportunity Coordinator. Please welcome Jennifer A. Adair to the stage.
Thank you. Hi, stars. It's so wonderful to be back home. As your school board president, I equally love all of the schools, right? All of the students. But it is definitely my honor and privilege to be able to speak to you, not only as one of your leaders, but as a proud alumni of this school, Centennial High School. I want to say congratulations to the class of 2023. From the class of 1998. Yes, I am old. No. It is, such an honor and privilege to really stand here before all of you. I want to recognize my board colleague, Dr. Tina Pierce, who also sends congratulations, as well as our superintendent, Dr. Angela Chapman. As I was waiting backstage with all of you and chatting with some of the teachers and the staff and watching you, I could tell that there is a lot of love and there is a lot of relationships and a lot of wonderful things that have happened to you over the course of your time at Centennial. Now, there was also a lot of struggle and a lot of challenge, but you overcame. In this moment, the thing that you will remember, the thing that you should take away is the fact that we are celebrating your journey. In fact, that's what your classmate Na said to you. We're here to celebrate that journey. And we're also here to share in the excitement of your future. And one of your teachers said, I have a lot of hope. They give me hope. That's powerful. You give her hope. You won't probably remember this speech. What you're going to remember are the pictures backstage lining up. You're going to remember at the end running out and seeing your family. You're going to remember the excitement that you had. That's what I remember. But in this moment, in this time where you are receiving this piece of paper, your high school diploma, it is so important to remember what that means. In that piece of paper is power. And each of you now will have that power. And you used your own personal power of hard work, of relationship building, and overcoming a lot of challenges in your career to get here. Remember that you have that power. And that's actually what Na told you as well. Now, Sarah reminded us that education itself is power. And not only is it power, but it is a privilege. And we have to remember that here as we go forward, that not everybody has the same opportunity. And in fact, in this time and space, there are people that do not want this opportunity for all. So you now have power in your education, and you have the privilege. Because here's one thing that we know. No one can take away the knowledge and the power that you now have in your heads. Who's told you that? I'm sure somebody has told you that, right? No one can take that away from you, ever. Learning never stops. We heard that from one of your classmates as well. And in fact, this is just the beginning of that journey. You're going to be learning your entire lives. It's going to be a lot of fun. It will be amazing. Whether you go to college, the military, or just life, take every opportunity as a moment to learn, to connect with others, to celebrate the richness of who we are as people and the diversity that we bring together. It is just the beginning. And you have an amazing journey ahead of you. I had the honor and privilege of speaking last night at the East High School graduation. Their keynote was an alumni. We're trying to incorporate more alumni in these. We had Representative Latina Humphrey, who was a 2010 grad of East High School. And one thing that I took away that was really powerful from her speech to those East High Tigers was the fact that she reminded them that our institutions here at Columbus City Schools have an amazing history. Our school district is 177 years old. Centennial was built in 1976. You all come from good stock, is what she said. You come from good stock. So right now, I want to recognize anyone here in the audience, and I would like to recognize my fellow 1998 grad, your coach, Dante Gooseby. Anyone here who graduated from Centennial High School, if you would please stand and wave. Hello, alumni. This is your stock, right? The people that came before you. Stay standing. If you graduated from any school in the Columbus City School District, any of our high schools, please stand and be recognized. This is your stock. We have all come before you, and we are all excited to welcome you being alumni of our school district. Sarah says, the world needs you. It's time to turn the page. And Na says, be the lasting impact. Your principal reminds you that there's a new path in a changing world, and you are the trailblazers of it. You have a voice, you are ready, and we are all extremely proud and excited for your future. Always Centennial, a star. Congratulations, class of 2023.
All right, let's get this party started. President Adair and Dr. Pierce, I hereby certify that each member of the June 2023 graduating class of Centennial High School has met the prescribed requirements of the United States Department of Education, the State of Ohio Department of Education, and the Columbus Board of Education for graduation from high school, and that each is prepared to receive the appropriate diploma.
Okay, class of 2023, are you ready? Diplomas presented by Mr. Allen, Ethan R. Anderson, diplomas presented by Miss Amick Michaela Christine Cruz, Rion M. Richard, diploma presented by Miss Balog, Brenda Carballo, diploma presented by Mrs. Barksdale, Hana Yaba Eduku, presented by Miss Berry, Julian M. Bear, Emily Grace Barton, Isabella G. Bauman, Stephanie Christina Collins Stewart, Margaret A. Hannon, Paige M. Salasi, diplomas presented by Mrs. Billingsley, Gabriela Helena Roque, Seinabu So, diploma presented by Nurse Blair, who is not in attendance this evening. Miss Porter will take her place. Justin Devon Robinson. Diplomas presented by Mr. Bowden. Sarah Msafiri. Diplomas presented by Mrs. Burt. Kosai Jara. Michael Alexis Flores. Gabriel A. Hamner. Yasmin Ali Khalid. Josh Chansavan Suravang. Grace Jean Trost. Diploma presented by Coach Carter. John Aya Marie Kaiser. Diplomas presented by Mr. Compton, Jordan Michelle Bowser. Kendallin Verita Foster. Seth Andrew Nicholson. Gavin Daniel Runkle. Presented by Ms. Crenshaw, Javana Sana Sharice Addison. Donovan M. Ballantine. Kendrell Jamal Moxley. Diplomas presented by Mrs. Crombie Stotic, Kayla Marie Jackson. Alice Valerie Oching. Presented by Mrs. DeLay, Najib Dada. Joel Alexander Fallon. Natalie C. Kramer. Mansoor Wali. And now diplomas presented by Mrs. Dent. Ameria L. Brown. Yasin Mohammed Dada. Alexis Gijosa Labrada. Caitlin J. Hughes. Shreya Magar. Adam Mohammed Matwali. Naima Omer Sai. Zahidullah Salar Sai. Diplomas presented by Mrs. Eckert, Zachary Kirk Hutter. Dejiana Cherie Robinson. Diplomas presented by Mrs. Fields Battle. Amari Diavion King. Kenyetta L. Lockett Fuller. Anijah Lanai Unique Reynolds. Diplomas presented by Mr. Frazier, Makai L. Armstrong. Andrew Jacob Levitas. Santos Monterroso Jimenez. Diploma presented by Ms. Goins, Henri R. Young. Presented by Mr. Gooseby, Tamara Roche Carter. Diplomas presented by Mr. Hamilton, Nora Ali. Corey Jacob Fontalbert. Aaron Wesley Riley. Presented by Ms. Howell, Malcolm I. Montané. Diplomas presented by Ms. Kennedy, Layla Jeanette Mizibri. Melanie A. Rigsby. Diplomas presented by Mr. Nisley, Kamar, Lamont, Wright. Diploma presented by Miss Kraus, Musa A. Kalawa. Sage Allen Smart. Frank B. Sullivan V. Aisha Abdul Aziz. Diploma presented by Miss Laplace. Diplomas presented by Mrs. Laszlo, Deshawn Lamar Draper, T-Shawn Lamont Draper, Anaya Lachey Smith, Diploma presented by Mr. Leatherwood, Ethan R. Battercher. Diploma presented by Mr. McCullough, Alexa Eileen Lindsay. Carrington Joy Baldwin. Jada Lynn Campbell. Natalie Ryan Flowers. Faith Allure Folan. Dax Adrian E. Funk. Lauren K. Haas. Yeshua Eras. Dosha Denise Lowe. Corey Simmons. Alexio A. Sophocleus. Diplomas presented by Mrs. O'Hara, Lily Elizabeth Cohen. Sophia Alexandra Eisel. Diplomas presented by Mrs. Penny, Amaya Cherie Eggleton. Malachi L. Kynes Woodruff. Stuart Paul Leach. Carson William Lopez. Kevin Lopez Sanchez. Malia Elise Marshall. Tayo Elijah Norris. Jasmine Anaya Singleton. Diplomas now presented by Mrs. Reese. Sean Barfield Tyson. Lucretia M. Berry. Murat S. Gilmanoff. Darian D. Greer, Jr. Diplomas presented by Miss Rubadoo, Ava Marie Adkins. Caleb J. Creedon. Shunar Ahmed Nishar. Michelle Ventura Santiago. Rodrigo Trujillo Ventura. Diplomas now presented by Mr. Sorosi. Micaiah Kimberly Elise Sims. Kayla Liana Smalls. Nasteha Nasir Omar. Diplomas now presented by Mrs. Schilling. Hanan Ahmad Al-Jabouli. Mason Alexander Cruz. Madison Louise Devers. Jaden I. Friedberg. William Gray Goss. Jennifer Gurola Lozano. Jayla Kiera McDonald. Kayla Tierra McDonald. Lilia Ruby Mendez Valenzuela. Cristian Molina. Mónica Yanis Molina. Yarinet V. Pedrosa. Archie D. Perrin IV. And now, diploma presented by yours truly, Mr. Smith, Andy Lopez Cruz. Diplomas presented by Mrs. Taylor, Kimberly Araujo Francisco, Tyler A. Bowser, Ramatu Kamara, Leland G. Witkowski, diplomas presented by Mr. Thanasak, Miguel Angel Rubio Martinez, Mohammed Fakrul Mia, diplomas presented by Miss Welsh Huggins, Samuel L. Granger, Tanasia Marie Joyce, Dylan R. Landsberg, Isha Osman Mohammed, Nicholas Shorty Ortiz, Jibby T.C., Cameron Lynn Vickery, Brianna Anaya Williams Lindsay, Iman Jeremiah Wyckoff, diploma presented by Mr. Williams, Charlie G. Johnson, Diplomas presented by Miss Young, who is our Educator of the Year, William Bowers. Brendan Matthew Faults. Cameron Strotter. Keith A. West II. And now, presenting diplomas, Miss Porta, Malachi Jeremiah Cunningham. Jeffrey Davies. Rima Ju Dad. Lucia R. DePaulo. Elena L. Fabregas. Diana Itzel Gomez Osorio. Ali Hotak. Alexa Renee Porter. Alexa Lishka Ramirez Cruz. William E. Richards IV. Tylea S. Sanders. Zaydun Samir Sara. Brandon Joseph Sador. Matab Shadat. Madeline J. Stout. Mohammed Farhan Udin. Marnakis M. Woods Payne. So we're no Steinmans, right? No Steinmans, okay. And now, here are the class of 2023 valedictorians. Grace Elizabeth Davenport. Valedictorian with a GPA of 4.048. And that was presented by Miss Fields Battle. Next one, presented by me, Julian Alexander Mendoza, valedictorian with a GPA of 4.110. Presented by Mr. McCullough, William Patrick Moore, valedictorian with a GPA of 4.111. Diploma presented by Mrs. Taylor, Leticia McLuffy, Valedictorian with a GPA of 4.145. Diploma presented by Mrs. Crombie Stotic, Elena Joyce Miller. GPA of 4.177. Sarah Dada, valedictorian with a GPA of 4.178. Diploma presented by Miss Newcomer, Michelle Ann Regg. Valedictorian with a GPA of 4.201. Diploma presented by Miss Laplace, Wafa E. Rahim. Valedictorian with a GPA of 4.218. Presented by Mrs. Barksdale, Nashida Amakwar Corley. Valedictorian with a GPA of 4.276. Diploma presented by Mrs. Jacob, Olivia Smith. Valedictorian with a GPA of 4.282. Presented by Miss Laplace, Lavinia Rose Seigan. Valedictorian with a GPA of 4.318. Diploma presented by Mr. Hamilton, Jalen T. Davis, valedictorian with a GPA of 4.338. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, presented by Miss Welsh Huggins, Safi Wayua Munyoki. Valedictorian with a GPA of 4.491. Let's hear it for the class of 2023.
And now, please stand for the singing of the Centennial Alma Mater. Centennial alma mater, we sing to you in praise. A friendship ever shining will last throughout our days. With knowledge to guide us, the brightly shining stars will always be united. Centennial, the stars. Thank you.
I am Gavin Runkle, Senior Class Historian. Will the class of 2023, if you're not already, please rise? It gives me great pleasure to lead the class of 2023 in the traditional turn of the tassel. Please turn your tassel.